Hey, this is Bob.
And Eric.
And we're here to quick play Nickelodeon, The Legend of Korra.
Press any button. The game.
I don't see the game up there. You're just adding things.
I'm sure. All right. The game. This
game.
There's exit the game. Oh my god. Bam.
All right.
I'm right. I'm so right.
Let's get in here. This is a $15 downloadable title.
By Platinum.
Platinum, yeah.
Of all people. Which, you have no idea the hype boner that I had when they first announced that.
But yeah, we got a couple stages. We'll go ahead and go to 4, because that one realized it hasn't been shown as much as some of the other ones.
Yeah. It still involves a city. It is pretty lengthy as a chapter.
Yeah, it is pretty long. We might actually cut it short, depending.
I'm gonna be the audience surrogate. What platform is this?
This is on the PlayStation 4.
What all platforms is it on?
I believe
Everything.
it's also on 360, and it was on Steam as well.
And on PS3.
And 3 oh yeah.
And Xbox One.
Which is a thing I hear, and people may own it.
There was also a separate Korra game that was released for the 3DS that is different.
Yes, that actually releases next week, apparently.
Oh, okay.
But yeah, it's a sort of tactical game. I don't know, man.
What?
Yeah.
Yeah. This, as you can see, is not a tactical game.
This is a character action, Bayonetta-esque, be a cool person, zip around, do stuff type game. If you're familiar with the Korra premise, it's basically you are the Avatar. You can control all 4 elements with Kung Fu.
Or, just wind.
Or just wind, and you can switch between them all.
Yeah, you have the L and R button switch between every element, which works kind of. It's not really good for combat reasons.
Okay.
I don't think so. You can't really switch between things and keep a combo going too well.
Okay. Well, I from what I gathered from when I played, each element has its own purpose. Water is mostly long range and allows you to have spacing between you and your enemies. Earth is close range and does a lot more damage. Fire is for quick moving guys and getting quick hits, and air is for crowd control.
Well, kind of, but yeah, it's. From my experience, Earth just wins, so
yeah,
I don't.
Okay. Well, I
don't think
this is also true of the series.
Okay, I guess as long as it's
pretty good.
And then yeah, the water can get guys at range. That's not water. Also, blue and light blue, I don't think that's a good differentiation.
Yeah. It's deep blue, I guess.
What are the 2 blues?
There's a water.
Water is blue and light blue is air.
Oh, okay. So what's green? Earth?
Earth
is green.
Red is fire.
I was taught by Quest 64 that yellow is Earth and blue or green is
I feel
air.
like that I was taught that from Captain Planet.
You took
so
life
clearly.
advice from Quest 64?
I wasn't asked whether or not I accepted it. Quest 64
Happens
is
to
a terrible date.
Okay.
Let's just leave it at that.
So these are boxes you combo to get stuff out of.
The better the combo, the stronger the damage, the better item you get, and all of the items just give you the in-game currency of spirit energy.
So they might as well not even be items and just tell you a spirit number.
But the items are in-universe nods to stuff that happened in the show. So
Alright.
It's basically an excuse to just take a really boring, here's more money chest and give it some fan service. So I kind of like that. I appreciate that.
So this game has got 2 ways of, or 2 kind of defensive maneuver. I got the R2 button does my evasive
Super dodge.
dodge.
And you can air dodge, I see.
And then I got this L2 button does the
counter.
block.
A block, and
Or
if you do
counter.
it at the right time, it's a counter.
Right.
And you can do shit like this. You can Kenshiro the shit out of mooks.
Why are you attacking me?
And there's
For the common good.
voice acting.
Which I assume this is the original cast?
Yes, it's from what I can tell, yes. Cast is correct.
Gotta use water to shoot him up there, because he's annoying.
Yep. And I see, every time you beat enemies, you level up your bending powers to unlock higher chi bars, which lets you do more stronger attacks. It level up to your HP, gives you more combos.
What he's referring to is right under the selection for it, there's a little level number, and under that is a tiny little bar. It's very
that's
easy
your
to
experience
miss.
bar.
Also, her face is stickered on. It's kind of funny.
Yeah, get next to a wall. Yeah.
Very Mega Man Legends.
But yeah, that's I kind of
yeah, it's a little well.
I kind of expected from a $15 game. It's just funny.
It is a bit
It's
funny.
just funny.
Yeah.
Okay, real quick, what is the bottom left thing?
The bottom left thing
Those
would
are
be
items.
items.
Yeah. So
So-
either healing items or passive upgrades that you can buy at the shop. Like you can buy a speed boost or one that halves your health but doubles your damage output. Stuff like that.
Oh, okay.
I bet I'm going the wrong direction.
Yeah? Okay.
This is probably where I just came from.
Another side effect of a $15 game with a limited budget is that the levels themselves aren't terribly more than hallways with enemies in them.
I'm gonna go ahead and say that this is a good cut above Blade Kitten,
Okay.
which is always my standard for shitty $15 game.
So, well, given that I have no experience with Blade Kitten, I
Well,
feel
most
like
people
to the
probably-
audience,
my life
I'm sure
is better for it.
and
Blockers have
maybe
taken
just
over
building up a backstory, so that way when I review Blade Kitten in the year 2016, I know the studio's been shut down for 4 years, but here, let me take a dump on it.
Okay.
Real nice.
Yeah. I totally get something out of shitting on video games.
Also, the house.
Yeah, you can just go to her room anytime by hitting the touchpad.
Yeah, it's contextualized as her room, but it's weird to just be like, I'm in the middle of fighting dudes. Hi, I'm back at home.
I believe I started colloquially referring to it as the Mind
go and check
Shack,
The Mind Shack. Yes, indeed.
which was pretty close to Mind Jack.
It also is a mind castle. Could be.
Could be.
Could be.
Could be hanging out with Gabriel in his crazy blood castle.
His crazy blood castle, yes.
With weird dependency issues.
But enough about shitty games.
Let's talk about this game.
That is okay and better than Castlevania Lords of Shadow.
Would you say it's better than Lords of Shadow?
Yes,
Okay.
definitely, because most everything is.
I would say it's definitely better than Lords of Shadow 2
Yes.
and Mirror of Fate. Easily better than those two games. And
Yeah, this-
way cheaper too.
When those throw those things at me, I can counter and knock it back
But
at
you
them.
cannot count. You can block the electricity,
you
but
can't-
you can't.
You can't even block the electricity.
Oh, you can't?
No, the electricity just hurts you. They
Well, that
they
makes
have
sense.
some ideas about electricity, and
Electricity.
they like throwing it on everything. Whatever, I'm freaking magical. I should be able to block electricity.
Well, you need to cover yourself in mud, then you could block the.
I'm not like Schwarzenegger magical. I'm regular magical.
Nothing's that magical.
And sometimes you fight other dudes with them powers,
Dem
some
powers.
magic skills.
They're from the Triad, which is an in-game gangster outfit.
Oh, so it's only in the game that is a thing?
No,
The Triad?
the Triad are a thing in the show.
Oh, okay.
Okay,
The way you
in-game,
refer to that.
Sorry,
made it
yeah.
sound
No,
like-
no. These are gangsters, mobsters, what have you. They are criminals,
Yakuza.
but they're also like color swapped in this game. I've seen.
Huh.
So there's more of them, but they're all dressed the same, but wearing different colored outfits. Okay, palette swaps. Yeah, all right, $15.
So I would put money.
So as you can see, Earth just wins.
It seems all right. It seems pretty good.
Sometimes you have to do a little quick time events after you do the counter to actually
Yeah. Like
do
with
a
that
counter.
Kenshiroing, you were mashing the square button.
Right.
So I noticed you push both the sticks up to counter. Are there any like mixed up stick arrangements, like left goes forward, right goes right?
Not for some things. Like you'll actually need to go. They'll attack you, and you need to hit
Yeah,
left
the
stick
big
to block, and
the
then
dudes you just killed will attack you, and you have to press the stick in a certain direction to block
Okay.
their hits, and then you can counter them.
Okay.
let's see.
I can't get enough of these guys.
Also, circle button is set to taunt. Like if you hold it, it also
Let's
does
go.
finishing moves when you see it above their head.
Yeah.
But it's just really strange that is at such an easy access point. It
puts-
feels like
when I use it here.
Let's do this.
Yeah, it puts them in a constant red state. I guess
Right.
that means they just want to attack more.
Right,
Does it
and
make
that
them
makes
more
it easier
vulnerable to damage?
and they probably get a damage buff, but then they are easier to counter because they've been
Okay.
provoked. But at the same time, like you could have just had like two bending powers put on triangle and circle, and then have one button that switches between them, like two sets, and then you'd have quick access to so many different things.
I guess.
Forgot how much damage I did fighting Unalog.
But at the same time, it uses a two-button attack system, which it doesn't feel like it earns. But
Okay.
it's okay. It's better than I expect from a $15 game. It's just not as good as I expect from Platinum.
Yeah, well, I mean, I imagine limited
Also,
budget,
it
limited
does
team.
some awful platforming segments.
Yeah, you're not a fan of these platforming segments, like, at all.
As a connoisseur of Platinum's games, I have a high standard having played their Wii and most recent PS3 installments. This is nowhere near as good as Max Anarchy. Or whatever the fuck the Wii one was called. I don't even remember.
Look, Mad World
Mad
is
Mad
not to
World.
be mentioned.
That guy's red.
He's so rad.
Hosha! A bunch of chi blockers.
More guys I just need to sit down here and do long range attacks at.
Yeah. I think at least the game looks really good, I think.
You think?
I think so.
I mean, for $15, it looks okay.
Yeah. I mean, in
I'm not-
staying true, like, the character models look pretty good to the show. The cell shading works well for maintaining that aesthetic.
Hello, are we talking about the graphics?
God damn it, no, go away. Graphics fairy.
Here's a picture of my new.
But yeah, I'd
Enjoy.
This is quite a graphic fairy.
I have to say it's probably the worst looking Platinum game ever made. But
Well-
other than maybe, well, no, Mad World had a really distinct style.
Yeah, it had a really distinct style, and it executed on that style, but I'll be damned if that style didn't look jank as fuck.
Yeah.
What I would say about this is that it does achieve what its direction is in a lot of ways. Like, the buildings, even though they're completely flat, do sort of work. Like, the texture work on them is pretty good. You gotta consider this in the context of a $15 title. My major disagreements with it are the weird bright highlight at the top.
That
constantly.
is weird.
And then when you get hurt, it not only flashes red, but also darkens the screen. And all three of those combined make it look kind of obnoxious. That and it has a weird fog that it puts over stuff to give the illusion of depth, but it's a very simple, way of doing that. It's not.
Yeah, you
like,
can kind of
there's
see the
just-
direct cutoff point right there.
I can say, yeah, well.
And it's really solid, like it isn't a gradient as it goes deeper.
It almost reminds me of 64 style fog. I don't know.
No, you can see those buildings.
Right, you can see the stuff back there. But I'm saying
Actually, to be honest, even 64 stuff gradiented a lot of it. It was either a very cut off wall in front of you or like a pretty nice gradient. But yeah, I think that has more to do with the fact it's on 2 different generations,
probably
5 different platforms, than, budget stuff. Because they could come up with an easier implementation if they were just next gen.
Also,
But yeah, I think it looks okay. I think if I got a good like Mega Man Legends style game with this fidelity and it was like a cheaper title, that'd be fine. I would not be complaining.
Okay. What are you saying, Bob?
you tend to break a lot of cars in this game.
Yeah,
I'm assuming that is a main part of the series.
Yeah, no, you go
Is
around
this-
busted up cars all
Well,
the time.
that's
in
because you're
Korra.
fighting your rival, Korra. She's a car dealer.
Okay.
You think beating up cars would kind of give her more business, but Korra hasn't thought this through yet. That's more like a season 5 thing where we're gonna realize she's been helping her business out this whole time. Did I get that right?
That's fairly accurate,
Wikipedia
sure, yeah.
is telling. Wait, this isn't Wikipedia. This is Wikipedia. Sorry, everyone. But that information was correct, right?
Yeah,
Yeah.
so correct. That is all-
Definitely. I mean, used car dealers are usually the focal point
The
of
Legend
any.
of Korra, at its deep core, is about fiscal responsibility and small business management.
Well, good, because who else would teach that to kids?
No one, that's who. On a more serious note, what I do
no.
really like is the sound design for this is really good. All the moves sound good. They have enough impact to them, especially earthbending. The music that's playing is pretty faithful to the show, if not directly from the show. So yeah, no, it's I mean, all these elements fit together. As a Korra fan and someone who's less familiar with Platinum's works, this game is pretty good for me.
I gotcha. And I'm sure there are a good number of people who are just coming to this game for a game based on a series they like, and it doesn't need to be amazing.
Oh, of course, it does help that it is better than all of the other shit-tacular Avatar games that came out.
So it's better than. It's a game, is what you're saying.
Yes, it is a game. Yeah, I've heard the complaint that it is for depending on who the audience is targeting, it doesn't hit any of them. It wants if it's trying to hit fans of the show who may be more kid to teen focused, it might be too hard for them. But if it's focused for fans of Platinum games or character action games, it may be not deep enough for them.
Right.
Which is interesting. I was really surprised by how hard this game seems.
Yeah.
Yeah, it definitely does some difficult stuff, and it'll show the same boss fight at you a lot. And the first time you run into it, you actually, like it's doing, I have to counter it.
I mean, if you want to do even just for this portion, even if without doing counters, you do pitiful damage to this.
Right.
Bouchard.
Also, isn't this how you get one of your powers back?
Yeah, this is actually, I wouldn't be able to do the...
We haven't really talked about that.
No, you actually start with no powers.
Yeah, you get all your powers taken away at the beginning of the game, and
Because Samus Aran's like, hey, I need those.
then Adam Malkovich is like, hey, cut that out.
More time. Yes, I did it.
Oh, that would be probably counter a bunch of times thing.
Right, and
Although-
this is where you would get back that
Yeah.
power.
And the cutscene animations seem to be done by a different company.
That's done by Titmouse.
They are a
Titmouse
bit.
did, did some stuff. Yeah, they did Venture Brothers. Like, they did all of Venture Brothers. But they did do some work in Korra Season 2, I believe.
Yeah,
just
and
a few
Korra
episodes.
Season 2, they for the animation quality, they typically go to Studio Mirror, and they're a bit better than. I mean, yeah, it's good, but
I mean,
all the cutscenes are jittery and look.
Yeah,
the-
Titmouse is kind of a lower tier production animation studio, which, you know, it looks fine. When you think about this as a $15 title.
Right, I was honestly kind of surprised it even had cutscenes.
Yes, I was. So at very least, this game's very surprising. Like, the amount of difficulty in it, considering sort of where it's aimed.
Yeah, this is normal. There's a lower casual mode, literally called casual, and then there's extreme mode that unlocks after you beat normal.
I haven't tried casual. Have you, Eric?
No.
Okay, you're not willing to.
I'm gonna try and get through normal and see if I can do that. I do that for most games. If
All right.
it just becomes stupid punishing, I'll switch back to casual or down to casual.
Okay, real quick, Bob.
What's up?
On your file, you beat 6 chapters or something.
Right.
Did you get any of your powers back in that last chapter?
Yeah, I actually just got airbending back.
Okay, so you would say about 3/4 of this game you're spending getting your powers back.
Right, so
Okay.
it feels a little weird that you can select all of them from the start, but you actually
And
don't
you
have any power that comes
Yeah,
off of
and
them.
you do
still
switch up your sort of kung fu moves,
Right.
to reflect that style, but you don't shoot out any elements.
Yeah, so if you
Until
could
you
imagine Korra doing some martial arts and none of the effects flying out of the
yeah.
moves you're seeing here.
I will say, whether or not you like it, Bob, because you have issues. When you first played this, I saw you had some issues with this boss. Each of the way the powers unlocked, I mean, I didn't see you unlock fire, but they
he
seem to be.
concentrated his anger.
They link to.
I released my anger and
Okay. How did that manifest as a gameplay mechanic?
did a big
combos.
combo.
It was like I could have been doing combos this whole game.
I think you did larger combos. than
Okay,
that,
well, they
but,
sort
you
of
know.
linked to the larger philosophy of each of the bending things. Like earthbending is about being a stone and immovable, so you have to sit still and do a counter. For airbending, you have to dodge a bunch. For firebending, you have to unleash the fury within.
So it's certainly better than, opening a box and, oh, here are my fire powers.
Oh, okay. Or someone saying, "Hey, Samus, you can use your fire powers now."
Or a fucking bird statue sitting there going, "Wah!" giving you bird power, or air power.
I would definitely prefer that last one. I have to say.
Well, I mean, yeah. To be fair,
The best time games are the absolutely fucking crazy ones that don't.
Right?
make
I
any
wish
sense.
that they just gave Platinum free license to do whatever they felt like.
I don't wish that because that scares me.
Look, they're reasonable people over there.
No, they don't. None of those are reasonable people.
There'd only be one like ridiculous black stereotype.
I've seen Bayonetta. That shit is crazy.
I'm trying to think of what game they have that. I guess Max Anarchy.
Yeah, that's where it was like
Or-
some guy who had a grill that was
Made of gold, completely.
made of gold and had his name. Wait, no,
no,
I think it was just
fuck off.
yeah.
Incredible.
Word gold. It said spelled fuck off.
And this is probably one of the worst parts of the game.
you
I
hate
found this.
You just.
Sorry.
Bob is not a fan of platforming.
The platforming in this
In
game
this.
is garbage.
Yeah,
I didn't have as much of a problem with it when I played. So
Did you try and get everything?
yeah.
Okay.
I mean, it's just Once they hit this point is when a Blade Kitten came to mind, and I was like, oh no!
But yeah, then some.
Yeah, I
you
don't
see
know.
how sometimes she'll grab a ledge and go up it.
And
not
sometimes
not
And other
not
times
every
she won't.
ledge.
Yeah.
You're about to die.
Get out of here.
Now, is there a Naga segment right after this?
Yes, there
okay,
is.
good.
So we'll get
the cool
we'll
thing
get a
about
whole-
this game is that we can cover it by not playing an hour.
Oh,
You comboed them. Good
there was a
job.
firebox there you couldn't access before.
And now you can.
Yeah, so it has encouragement to replay old levels.
Yeah, because there's doors you can't open and chests you can't unlock quite yet. So it's a bit further there. Yeah. Fire.
I can't open it.
You got a firebox. I mean, do at least, I mean, for you, do all the powers feel good to use, or do you feel like...
I feel like fire is really disappointing because everything leads into that stupid thing where I jump in the air and kick a lot.
Yeah. Oh, okay.
But the other one seems okay.
Okay.
But fire does let you do an air dash, which will help in this here platforming segment, I'm sure. Wait, I think I go down low?
Yeah.
To end it, yes.
More men
Yeah.
in masks.
Time to end it.
Great. More
All right,
glowing
let's just keep
areas.
going from here.
Great!
That old guy must have-
Everything's great.
Everything's fine. You are so low on health, bro.
Maybe this fire hydrant has health. It
That
does.
has a lot of health. Look at that.
Why does a fire hydrant?
She loves water.
Okay.
There's no shortage of
Was it
sea blockers
spirit
and
water?
triads on this side of the
I think
city.
that's what those big orbs are supposed to be, the spirit water.
Yeah.
I think that's how they...
Yeah.
Okay.
I think that's how they're
Is that
contextualizing
Is
it.
that a thing?
Yeah, there is spirit water, yes.
Okay, talk to me about spirit water. What's the deal with it?
It is
Where does
water
it come
imbued with the life of spirits, or given to you by a spirit that has magical healing properties for those in the physical world.
Okay, cool.
It
The more you know.
Yeah. It was used to. Yo, Jesus.
That guy is on fire.
Oh my god!
I'm fine.
Oh, I forgot to mention one of the other parts of this game. You actually, you see I'm glowing fire red now. That's because I charged up one of my attacks. It works with any element, and then it just buffs up all your attacks while you have the glow going on.
So that's your, I guess, your chi bar.
Yeah, it fills up the bar at top, and that is...
the bar, the big double
geez.
segmented red bar underneath.
then he just
Oh,
punches
say
me
go to the
death.
shop, but okay.
Oh, whoops. Oh, well, no shop for them.
Die again. Do it.
There's no shortage of
I'm
sea
sure you'll
blockers and
probably
triads
die
on
again
this
on
side
the
of
Naga
city.
segment.
Oh, yes, I'm sure I will die on those too. Because they're just wonderful. I hear people who like, what are those kinds of games called? Free runners?
Infinite
and
runners.
Infinite runners like those segments and think they're well done.
I think they're pretty good. I mean, I can see they can be kind of hard, but I mean, once it comes down to memorization. as well.
Right, it's so much just memorization. It kind of reminds me of the minecart segments in Donkey Kong.
Those are fun though.
No, you're wrong. Those are tedious.
Okay. All right. Whoa.
Punching that camera.
I do like all the enemies when they're about to attack you flash red, so you can kind of get a
They
chance
do,
for
they-
where they when you can combo them or counter them.
It is a sort of something they obviously in other games they do. They always have that sort of thing, and it's usually a little bit more subtle.
Yeah.
But in something like this, where they don't have the graphic fidelity to
And
be
everyone-
subtle.
Yeah, there's that. And there you go, you leveled up. Now you've
And
got more chi
chi
gauge.
gauge. I get another one. I should be leveling up fire because it's super weak. But it's also garbage. Maybe it won't be garbage if I level it up. Maybe that's what I need. I mean, it lets me do that.
It does let you do
become
that.
a rocket. I don't. What more do you?
And that's just. See, I'm sitting here going, yeah, like an Avatar game that lets you feel awesome. I'm okay with this.
Clearly.
Hoo-ha.
But see, it's not easy enough to let everyone feel awesome.
Whatever, you guys, you're not cool.
This is cool.
I got a pair, rank B.
Something else that I.
You've got a pair, all right. Said the trucker in the internet.
Something else that I really enjoy about. I mean, beyond this game sort of highlights it because you see a lot more of action and the bending. is that in the original series, most of the bending was focused around like more traditional martial arts, Tai Chi stuff, Kung Fu stuff like that. But since this game is set sort of 100 years after that period and is starting to modernize and see skyscrapers and automobiles and stuff, a lot of the fighting styles you see, she's more like close boxing almost, in that it's the style of fighting has changed. So I kind of like how it's not, because there's not every single moment is a fight in the cartoon, but every moment here is, you could kind of, I'm seeing that a lot more, is that sort of...
That's weird. Can I not go out there?
I don't know.
Oh, okay. That was weird. It was just blocking me there. I don't know what happened to that.
What's right here?
Yeah.
Have you tried any of the Avatar games?
None of the other ones beyond this.
I still haven't even seen the 360.
I've seen a couple of them, and I
that-
think I tried I rented one a long time ago, but it was so forgettable and crap that I completely forgot it.
That's how you know it's forgettable, when you forget it.
Hey, man.
No, I'm saying that's correct.
Okay.
Like, you don't even have to wonder, like, was that forgettable? Like, no, I forgot it. It is able to be
Okay,
forgotten.
this is that thing we were talking about before.
Oh, cool. Glad we could show this off.
Yep. They're like, you dick.
I got that there. I mean, like, you get a projectile with the stone
cool.
too. It's just, it's just clearly the best thing.
Stone is really good. I don't think it can metal bend though, so that's unfortunate. Oh no, this is before. Okay, this is mid. This is between seasons 2 and 3 of the show.
Oh, is it?
Yeah.
So this is, what's the latest season that just ended?
3 just ended.
Okay,
And we're in the middle of 4.
So it's actually a whole season back. That's interesting.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, they had to be producing this a good bit before all that happened.
Yeah, that's true.
You need to get to the
Yeah,
southern
but
portal right
The way
there.
this plays
I had a
out
feeling
plot-wise,
the portals open would come back
it
to
could have
haunt
been
me.
between any season, almost.
Yeah, it does
Yeah.
play like a kind of forgettable episode of the show a little bit.
Let's get to the docks.
Yeah.
We need to catch a boat to the South Pole.
Here we go
Or
into
like
this
a
Infinite
mid-season
Runners.
movie, sort of. Now here we go, Naga Runner.
So how many segments of this have there been in the game to Chapter 6?
I want to say at least 4, probably 5.
4 or 5, depending on how you cut it.
I
Just
got an air
because,
boost.
like the last one you did, you could attack, and you had to. And
Jesus.
it was a boss battle.
You are a flying polar bear dog.
So I can cheat here because I already have some abilities.
Yeah, well that's cool.
But each bending power seems to give you different
power
abilities
in this
here.
run. Okay. You're collecting little spirit orbs and jumping, avoiding cars, and if you hit a car, you'll take damage. On the upper left, you got 3 hits.
And if you hit a wall, you just die.
You just die. Or if you fall down a pit, you just die.
That sounds pretty Infinite Runner to me.
But there's, I mean, you can see your position on the lower left. You get checkpoints pretty regularly throughout it, so it's not, I feel it's not too punishing.
So, am I seeing that your circle button brings up your water shield and it
Yes.
takes 3 hits before?
No, it only takes 1 hit. The water shield only lasts
I
1.
thought-
Oh no!
Blap.
See, you jump too high and you just
You want
yeah,
to hit the shop real quick?
I guess, sure, here's the shop.
I think it's cool. Iroh's your shop guy. That's cool. I like that.
The shop menu is put together.
Oh, go
Like-
to your book. Your last book you haven't bought.
Last
Can you
book.
afford that? No,
I
not
can't,
quite.
but I can
that's
afford
your
this
zoom
scroll.
around an airball thing.
I can get more stuff.
Stone pillars.
That ability allows him to roll around
at the speed of sound.
Okay.
Indeed, yes.
Checking.
That
So
is what that's about.
Seems the shop is broken into the center 2 rows being for actual attacks,
Buying
like
attacks,
new
buying-
techniques.
yeah. The books are all movement based, dodge based.
And then this row is
These are all sort
other
of-
enhancements.
Enhancements like multiply your attack power, but your health is halved.
And that kind of applies to this bottom row as well.
Yeah, there's some consumables up top
yeah,
in
that's-
terms of healing items. I'm still not sure what the T does.
I wonder if they just anticipate you buying the healing items and using them, which is something Bob doesn't do.
I did that.
Thank you.
I was able to get through a level without
giving
doing that, and
Okay.
but then also it made it a little easier to get through that part. Some parts I was having trouble with. So I mean, I tried to wait until it was a last resort, but I don't feel like they're balanced around have some healing items.
Okay. It seemed like those were really, 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 really cheap.
Yeah, they were
like
cheap.
300.
Yeah,
There
that
was,
is-
they were 1,000 for the healing item and 5,000 for the res item, the
Okay.
resurrection.
So that seems pretty insanely cheap, in my opinion.
Yeah, it's not.
So I
yeah.
have to wonder if that wasn't the intention with that pricing.
Maybe.
Because, you know, as we were talking about, this seems kind of hard for, like, teen, young adult sort of audience.
A little bit.
Not saying that those people aren't super skilled at video games. I'm just saying, perhaps, you know, this game's insane timing
The
for
Venn.
countering and...
Whoa, good job.
Jeez.
The Venn diagram for people who really like Platinum games and people who like Korra is not a large intersection.
Yeah, it's doubtful anyway.
There aren't that many action games made nowadays anyways.
Right.
Not too many. Dante's Inferno was like 5 years ago.
Oh wow.
Yeah, it's weird how that genre kind of just died.
Well, yeah, because everything needs to be a shooter, and everything that is... Why did you... Were you just
I was
risking-
trying to get those things that were up higher.
Oh, okay.
I don't know what that trophy's for.
Yeah, I don't know either, because I clearly did not beat that without taking damage.
So, is there anything else you guys wanted to show?
This guy.
Apparently there's another boss fight. As you can see, that they will reuse this giant robot a lot. Like, this is the second time this one stage. He comes back more. I thought that we were done.
I gotta ask you, does he come back every stage?
It seems like it.
Because I keep looking...
I get this robot's a little different. He has a pounder on his hand.
and a
and-
pounder.
Yeah, where the other one just had a claw hand.
Okay.
Oh no, it's a
the
magnet
vacuum-
thing.
Magnet. I see. You know, other than Platinum, a really good developer who could have made a Avatar game, a Legend of Korra game.
What do you think?
Sonic Team.
Definitely.
Be right back. Gotta strangle Dan. Listen here, you little shit.